Womanhood and Ladyhood. Chapter 1. Be a Lady. How to be a Lady 1. Femininity, grace, beauty, and charm. It does not require a great leap of imagination for a woman to understand the feminine principle as a grand collection of compromises, large and small, that she simply must make in order to render herself a successful woman. Susan Brown Miller, Femininity, 1984. Live with a sense of old-world grace and courtesy. Fight the mundanity of day-to-day life with trying to be special for you and for your man. Pollyanna is every lady's middle name. So is Anne of Green Gables. Don't be too dependent on a man. Do things for yourself. There's a scene in the 1950 movie Faces of Eve with Bette Davis playing the part of an aging actress where she's lamenting over her life of using people and discarding them to get ahead in her career only to end up alone, all the while working very hard to keep up her image as a lady. This is the difference between men and women. Men are who they are as is, while women have to work to keep up that special feminine mystique of being a woman if they want that distinction from the average generic pop culture girl out there. You have to work at being a lady. It's very hard to keep that sophisticated feminine persona all the time, what with all the mundane drudgery of everyday life. There's a book called Fascinating Womanhood by Helen B. Andelin, first published in 1965 and having gone through 20 or so printings since then, that covers it all. It might inspire you. The following few paragraphs cover it very briefly in a nutshell. What does it take to be a full woman? There's the vulnerable feminine side of crying, complaining, taking things way too deeply, worrying about their medical plumbing, but on the upward positive side, women mostly have an enchanted nature, always seeing the best in situations, always wanting the best, always striving for the best as nurturers, essentially seeing the world through rose-colored glasses, which is a good thing because they're generally more optimistic than pessimistic. A lady is someone with a nice heart who looks good on the outside. A phony bitch is someone who gets into that prima donna, fashion, frivolous, phony mindset about making the scene real glam-like she's living in a phony supermodel Tampax ad. There's a big difference. The media, the so-called fashion business, the cosmetics and clothing industries and stupid women's magazines all put forth this phony frivolous front which a lot of stupid girls buy and think is real, but to real people, it makes you look like a superficial, empty-headed fake, not a lady. A real lady is not showy or obvious, doesn't wear too much perfume or makeup. Excessive weight is a sign of weakness. It's not ladylike. There's a fine line between vanity and niceness. All men want a certain type of girl that matches this fantasy image of what a lady is in their minds. True womanhood is an art form and a lifestyle. A true lady is a lady all the time. She's always appropriate for the occasion, always nice, and always takes the time to look good even on the most plain, mundane day of the year. It's not over the top with makeup, skimpy clothes, colored hair, too in-your-face sexually explicit like our pop culture celebrities act, the Britannies, Pamelas, and Carmens of the world. They think they're cool and sexy, but they're really tawdry and cheap despite the media hype. It's not ladylike, it's self-exploitation. When the lights and cameras are off, they know inside that they're dishonoring themselves with their fake, over-sexy images. True ladyhood is making yourself an extra special girl who's beautiful, sweet, and nice with a certain innocent kind of childlike charm plus an enchanting manner that men can't resist. It's not bubbly in an aggressive showy kind of way, it's just being nice. It's a sweet kind of cute femininity that some women have and men go crazy for. It combines your vulnerability and your essence as a woman put into action, but it's not phony. It's true niceness, which is actually quite rare because a lot of girls are straight-out bubbly phonies trying to imitate some of these images they see in the media of over-the-top girls who are supposedly popular. Very few women truly have this kind of charisma about themselves, softness, delicateness, and youthful appearance. Think that you're a beautiful, unique, alluring creature, dress the part and act feminine. There's also an element of independence and capability to it. Real ladies can stand on their own as human beings if they have to, but they choose to be soft and nice because they want a nice lifestyle. It's an intangible kind of sweetness. I know almost instinctively when I see a woman who has this quality, it's kinda like beauty, innocence, purity, and niceness all wrapped up into a bundle of feminine joy. Since life has a way of beating people down, it's rare to see a girl who's really trying to be a lady all the time. For me, she's gotta carry herself like a lady and I will treat her like the lady she is. All men think like this, they want a lady and the nice guys will cherish her if they find her. A lady is the total package, a good friend and a partner to her husband. She's a hot, sexy lover in the privacy of her bedroom and a good mother. She accepts, admires, adjusts, and appreciates her man. She's his cheerleader. She doesn't get too uptight with him very much. When she does, she talks it out immediately rather than fuming about it. She takes care of home matters and business matters if need be, like helping with the books, money, and the taxes. She's playful and gentle. She calms her man down when he's uptight. She doesn't play games with him, neither is she wishy-washy. She tries to smooth everything out and initiates sex sometimes. A true lady tries to look good all the time, but it goes beyond this to that dimension of personality called a feminine manner that will make you irresistible to most men. To me, the feminine manner is a humble, natural, unassuming, nice, polite person who always goes for peace and niceness in any situation. She doesn't care about politics or religion or any other psychobabble. All that matters is that she makes any situation as nice as she can. Think Mary Tyler Moore, Mary Poppins, or Mrs. Cunningham from Happy Days. Watch the reruns. It's in the voice too. Men go crazy for a soft, feminine voice. A man wants to cherish you like a divine, angelic being, so you have to act that way but keep one foot on the ground too. He wants a pure and lovely lady with a sense of inner happiness and girlish, childlike qualities. Man wants somebody vivacious and frisky at times. He wants you to be yourself, love yourself, develop yourself, but he also wants someone who understands him, has a good character and has some household abilities like cooking, cleaning and taking care of kids. He wants you to respect him as the leader, protector, and provider of the household. He will provide the money, but he wants you to be frugal with it. Give him space for masculine pride. He wants you to soothe him when he's down. Women complain that men go to work, come home, watch TV and go to sleep, but what kind of prize are you? In order to get a prize, you gotta be a prize. Why do I see so many frumpy women at the supermarket when I go grocery shopping? I know they ain't having great sex with anyone. If this a representative sample of America, then I know for sure that not too many people are having great sex. They just choose to live comfortable lives settling for TV and junk food over sex. It's your fault that you let yourself go and now walk around in sweats and expect your man to desire you. Gimme a break, get real. If you want love, you gotta give love by being beautiful for your man, because that's what a man wants: physical beauty, a nice face and a nice, soft, warm body, not too much makeup, just right. And men want long hair over short any day, so let it grow. There are no excuses for being a frump. It's your fault for sitting on your butt all day watching those stupid TV shows. I see older women who take care of themselves and carry themselves with dignity and grace. Is that you, or would you rather just say the hell with it and go on stuffing your face with ice cream, cookies, chocolate bars, French fries, and then watch those stupid soap operas? If you watch the talk shows and read certain stupid magazines, you soon come to think that everybody's probing their inner pasts, psychoanalyzing themselves and getting therapy, but the last thing a man wants is someone who takes life too seriously, analyzing everything and going off the deep end in the sensitivity department. Real men don't buy into any of that wounded, inner child crap. Don't waste time probing the past, because they know that the only thing that matters is what's staring them in the face right now, and that's it. So if you want to be a graceful lady, don't mope around analyzing yourself and getting too deep with your man. He just wants you to be light-hearted and fun. How to be a lady too. Become the best woman that you can be. Be an elegant lady. It's a sort of bloom on a woman. If you have it, you don't need to have anything else, and if you don't have it, it doesn't much matter what else you have. J.M. Barrie, what every woman knows, 1908. The new attitude for ladyhood in the modern era is to be a nice, considerate person as always, but to take into account this newly found independence of women en masse. You don't have to be nice to the point of being a people-pleaser doormat. You have the right to cut it off if somebody abuses your kindness. Just tell them they've stepped over their boundaries. Whereas before, in the company of men, women were expected to be seen and not heard, nowadays, she can give her opinion in mixed company, just follow the normal rules of civil conversation. Don't speak too much, be too loud or act too wise. If you have nothing good to say about somebody, say nothing. Don't interrupt or talk about controversial topics. Don't gossip. Books about public speaking are at number 808 at the library. A real lady is a giver. She gives of her friendship, time, and helps others. There's a fine line between being a vain, vulgar-looking manufactured pop star and a lady of substance. The media tries to pass off a certain sultry, slutty-looking image as cool, but is it really cool, or are you demeaning yourself? A lady dresses nicely but not vainly and frivolously, such that she's purposely trying to be sexy and trendy. This is too superficial for a real lady. If you got it, you don't have to flaunt it. It's written all over you, this classy type of charm, but if you feel you have to cheapen yourself with clothes, cosmetics, and jewelry, then all real men look at you as just another generic floozy trying to act hot. You will score for one-night stands but not for guys looking for wives. It ain't like in the movie Pretty Woman. Guys don't generally go around looking to rescue hookers. They want sex from them, then want somebody respectable for a wife who won't be snorting coke when she's pregnant, then leave once she realizes she can't hack motherhood. If most men are like me, they look at your track record because that's all they got. Once a hoe, always a hoe. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Once you get a reputation as a low-class, trailer trash slutty type, it's very difficult for people to change their perception of you. Man wants someone who is happy and spreads joy around. He wants someone who smiles at him and takes the weight of the world away. The greatest love I ever felt in the romantic sense was when I would look at her, she would look back at me with that kind of loving look like, yes, I will be there with you all the way, and then she'd smile at me. This will melt any man. Every man has a certain amount of male pride, and because there are a lot of women who are teasers, very selective, and the fact that most men have been rejected in the game of love, they become kind of insecure about approaching women and even making love to their wives/girlfriends. If you're having a bad day and you don't want to do the nasty with your man, he will take it personally and think that it's got something to do with him when it's really just you, so you gotta tell him that and treat his male ego with kid gloves. Instead of asking or demanding anything in an assertive way, you have to develop the finesse to convince him with subtle suggestions. Many women expect to change their man. You might get subtle changes out of him, like getting him to clean up before bed, but it comes back to the male ego thing. If you try to cross that boundary, he may go overboard to stay in his ways just to spite you. A man's gotta have his own piece of the world where he's in control, and that's within himself, without some woman messing with his head. Ladyhood one-liners 1. Women are never stronger than when they arm themselves with their weaknesses. Madame du Defa. You're not purposely trying to be too cool and fashionable. Women know the way to rear up children, to be just. They know a simple, merry, tender knack of tying sashes, fitting baby shoes, and stringing pretty words that make no sense, and kissing full sense into empty words. Women are aristocrats, and it is always the mother who makes us feel that we belong to the better sort. John Lancaster Spalding. Women who miscalculate are called mothers. Women gather together to wear silly hats, eat dainty food, and forget how unresponsive their husbands are. Women's liberation is just a lot of foolishness. It's the men who are discriminated against. They can't bear children. And no one's likely to do anything about that. Golda Meir. You're trying to graceful and dignified. Have more substance than just clothes, makeup and frivolous magazines. Respect others. Have your own identity. Contribute something to the world. Try for something positive in life. Live for truth no matter what. Have common sense. Don't be a flake. Take care of yourself, work a job. If you're single, do not rely on your parents for everything. If you're hitched, do not rely on your man for everything. Know how to cook and clean, but also how to do some basic car work, change a fuse in the house, etc. Thank people. Don't swear. Let trivial things go rather than argue for ego's sake. Don't smoke. Don't smooch in public. No PDAs. When you're introduced to a guy, don't move in for a cheesy kiss like they do on TV. Just nod and shake his hand. Don't carry a feminist or ambitious chip on your shoulder such that you give off an attitude and feel you have to confront anybody who looks at you too long. Ignore them. Walk away. Don't gossip. Don't be a busybody. Don't talk loudly on your cell phone around people you don't know. Don't push people. Accept them for who they are. Don't tell stupid or crude jokes. Don't make people the butt of jokes. Don't get drunk in public. Your best quality is being real as opposed to fake, glamorous, and preppy. Be friendly with everybody. Don't flirt with married men or other people's boyfriends. Don't try to steal them away. Work is not for socializing. It's work. Be professional. Keep a professional standard and distance from everybody. Dress for work, not like you're going out on a date. If you're a boss, don't sacrifice your femininity. Use your strongest assets. Be friendly and cooperative. If a guy asks you out and you're not interested, don't belittle him or toy with him. Just let him know with some tact that you're not interested. Ladyhood one-liners 2. Don't waste much time on makeovers and cosmetic surgery. Be who you are in your soul. Hair care should be simple. The more elaborate it looks, the more vain you look. Exercise is good for you. Dress modestly everywhere, especially at work. Eat health foods. If you're overweight, try to lose it. Don't have a baby if you can't afford it or give him your time. If you plan to have a baby, take prenatal classes. Take care of yourself. Balance a family and career by thinking before you do something. Try not to fight, especially with your spouse. Spend time with people and pets you love. If you have a man, try to be romantic with him. Talk to him every day. Learn about real estate before you buy a home. Pay off debt. Don't buy frivolous things. Save your money. Chapter 2. She's a lady. Poise's inner grace. What a beautiful woman. She moved with grace, she was entirely feminine, and yet, she possessed incredible inner strength. She's a survivor. Jan Moran, Scent of Triumph. The world has enough women who know how to be smart. It needs women who are willing to be simple. The world has enough women who know how to be brilliant. It needs some who will be brave. The world has enough women who are popular. It needs more who are pure. We need women and men, too, who would rather be morally right than socially correct. Peter Marshall. Poise is an inner grace about a person. Some people have it, some don't. Most of us intuitively sense who lives by some kind of inner dignity and who's just floating along with no real focus. If you want to know about my idea of poise, read my book A Free Spirit's Search for Enlightenment, about knowing what your true nature is, which was given to you by God or whatever created you. Your only real task in life is to know what it is, know this inner standard within you, then make a pact to live to release that positive, natural, inspired energy inside of you every day. You simply realize you have natural talents or abilities and you must use them to do something good with your life. If you do that, you will always earn self-respect and feel good. Key to success in love: make him or her feel good. If you go to youtube.com then the channel Sex Coach Nikki, then go to her sensual massage videos, you see an overweight girl being nice, gentle, and sensuous with a guy. A lot of guys would rather be with her than some stuck-up bitch who spends 2 hours a day on makeup. Do you get it yet? Fashion and looks account for a little bit in attraction and arousal. A bad attitude nullifies good looks. A good attitude nullifies fat in a ugly face. The person has to feel good when they're with you. YouTube Lady Etiquette Channels. Poise, Posture, and Etiquette. Poise and Posture. Cultivating Poise. Joy Ruffin. Gloria Starr. Marilyn Evans. The English Manner, publicimage.co.uk. Catherine J. Kozachok. Christian women should dress modestly, Modesty Part 1. The British School of Etiquette. Nadine Dare. Jeff Quitney. KARV Productions, an etiquette training video. Everything Ladylike. How Stuff Works. How Cast. Expert Village. ID. The School of Etiquette Essay. Pink Legacy. Sarah Gragg. Michelle Phan. Tough Love Web Series. Gloria Starr. Alley Cat. Thebek 5. Alex Tawney. Teresa Zgoda. Paige Jeffrey. Michelle Phan. Lydia Perry. The Prep Pursuit. Joy Ruffin. Thebek 5. Ask Yagurl About Me. Monkey C, monkeyze.com. TEDx Talks TEDx Spotlights Girl Power. Lady Etiquette Websites. youtube.com/user/The Daily Connoisseur. dailyconnoisseur.blogspot.com. dailyconnoisseur.blogspot.ca/search/label/etiquette. instagram.com/dailyconnoisseur. jenniferlscott.com. facebook.com/jenniferlscottauthor. twitter.com/jl_Scott. Chapter 3. Womanhood and Ladyhood Through the Ages. A free ebook about fascinating womanhood. fascinatingwomanhood.co.nz/downloads/fascinating-womanhood-book.pdf. Secrets of Fascinating Womanhood, unlock all the love and tenderness in your husband. healthhouse.co.nz or zealandpublishing.co.nz. Zealand Publishing House. Private Bag 12029. Tornga, New Zealand. Phone 0800 140 141, NZ only, or 07 574 6663. Fax 0800 140 142, NZ only, or 07 574 5558. International, phone +64 7543 0491. Inquiry at zealandpublishing.co.nz. zealandpublishing.co.nz. Be a fascinating woman, single or married. Forgive yourself for whatever you did in the past. Everyone has tragedies, mistakes, shame, sorrow, memories of being a wimp, memories of not rising to be the best you could be, memories of doing rotten, evil things. Every day is a new day. You have a chance to be who you were born to be by releasing the natural energy inside. Forget the past. If you want love and friendship, be loving and friendly. TV teaches us to be selfish, to sit around, eating junk food, buying cute stuff at a mall, being cool. Get away from this stuff to focus on doing things and loving your family. If your husband is a louse, maybe it's because you got the "what have you done for me lately" attitude. Accept your loved ones with their warts. Happiness and true love are in warm, affectionate relationships. Look to the good in your loved ones. Don't try to change your husband or kids. Forgive them for past hurts. Give them their freedom. Nagging never created love. Tell him you're sorry for being a bitch at times. Give compliments, nice things and gifts. Everybody has an ego. Build people up. Don't belittle them or complain. Don't go overboard into flattery. Just be nice. Smile at your loved ones. Talk to them rather than rush past. Show love and respect through kindness. Comfort people. They need tenderness when tired or discouraged. Do not raise problems with a tired man just walked in the door after work. Let him rest then discuss things. Greet your husband with a smile and look good. Have your home clean and quiet. Listen to him if he wants to talk. Don't nag. Let people be themselves. Support them in their endeavors. Be a friend. If money is tight, be frugal. Never spend foolishly. Nobody needs 100 dresses. Everybody likes peace and calm. Be a peaceful, calm person rather than a loudmouth. Pride and self-righteousness kill more friendships and marriages than anything. Apologies are fine, but they're just words. It's about action day after day. Be a good parent. Talk to your children. Support them. A working mother has to be a good parent first. Take care of your health, your looks, and grooming. Ask your husband how he wants to look like, what hairstyle he likes, what clothes he likes on you, etc. Then do it. Exercise or walk every day. Eat healthy foods. Be feminine, not masculine, not bitchy, not loud, not like Mistress Hartley on YouTube. Be cheerful and light-hearted. Have a light soul. Be happy by doing what you want in life. Ask your husband to go through your wardrobe and get rid of the clothes he doesn't like. Dress nicely. Be nice to get what you want from your husband. Help out by saving money and earning money. Keep negative thoughts in unless your husband abuses you, then tell him it's wrong. If your husband is abusive, leave the marriage. Very few men ever stop being abusive. It's a cycle. Stop, apologize, do it again, apologize, do it again, apologize. Ask your husband to tell you your shortcomings so that you can improve. These are positive traits. Cheerfulness, goodness, truthfulness, forgiveness, patience, charity, tact, trustworthiness, friendliness, charm, serenity, femininity, self-discipline, control of temper, control of addictions, cleanliness, readiness to smile, pleasantness of voice, pleasantness of conversation, general knowledge, overall personality, appearance, hair, figure, wardrobe, homemaking, motherhood, thrift, home organization, punctuality, home cleanliness, home tidiness, cooking, ironing. Be nice, romantic, affectionate, sexy, and please him in bed. Etiquette for women/women's etiquette. Live life with grace, beauty, love, kindness, and great style. Be a lady in life. Every female is a woman. A lady is a cut above average women. She has manners, nice dress, social grace, and niceness. The modern world is not an excuse to not be ladylike and nice. It's not your position at work, your money, or your stuff that gives you worth, at least in the eyes of others. It's who you are in your soul, how you carry yourself, how good, kind, friendly and positive you are. If you asked the average guy to name some women he thinks exemplify ladyhood, he probably wouldn't name very many. There are plenty of nice girls but not ladies who always look nice and act nice without being slutty about it. Was Madonna a lady or not in her heyday? Are they marketing Ariana Grande as a lady or a hot slutty bitch? What sells? They don't care that they're indoctrinating young girls to think that if you dress slutty, it means you're confident and free and strong enough to be yourself, not the truth, which is that you are what you do, not what you wear. Anyone can dress like a skank. So what? Be nice. Focus on being a woman of action, not a skank. Tramp stamps and tongue rings are generic. They just show that you're stupid enough to follow the herd mentality. As far as dress goes, dress nicely, not to attract attention by your clothes. Focus on a career, on paying your own way by doing a worthwhile profession. No matter what they say, porn stars will never be accepted as cool, ladylike people because it's not a noble way to make a living. Everybody is capable of more than having sex on film. They try to act like it's an honest way to make a living, which it is, but there is something disgusting about it. A lady is always on time. She doesn't try to use men for freebies or a meal ticket. Don't use your cell phone where strangers can hear you. If a lady is out with a buffoon or a drunk, she should ask to be taken home or leave on her own. A lady returns any item she borrows promptly in good condition. A lady never asks a friend to borrow money. A lady doesn't date guys she's not attracted to. She doesn't date a guy just because he's got a job or a nice car. She waits until she feels flutters of love. A lady doesn't gossip like the Real Housewives on TV. A lady doesn't act snooty, snotty, smarty or superior. She smiles and acts nice. A lady doesn't put people down. A lady cleans up after her pet. A lady is somber at a funeral, not socializing trying to pick up guys. A lady turns off her cell phone when she is attending any type of event, religious service, or business meeting. A lady makes others feel at ease. A lady never goes through the express line when she has too many items. A lady doesn't talk during a sermon or a lecture. If a lady arrives at a door and someone is behind her, she opens it for that person. A lady thanks others for little courtesies. If she is unsure, a lady follows the lead of others in any situation. A lady sends one email or text then leaves it up to that person to reply. A lady doesn't dress sexy in the gym. She is there to exercise, not flirt. Books about etiquette for women are at BJ 1856 or number 395.144 at the library. Be a Lady websites / Ladyhood websites / Womanhood websites. Books about womanhood are at number 301.427 and number 305.4209, number 362.8386 or HQ1233 HQ1421 at the library. There are some books about the psychology of women at number 155.3, number 158 or BF637. Inspirational and spiritual books for women are at number 291.432 or BJ1610 at the library. AlreadyPretty.com. BECOMING-a-lady.com. BeyondJane.com/women/3-to-becoming-a-classy-lady. BodaciousLadyhood.com. brainyquote.com/quotes/keywords/lady.html. dailywriting-tips.com/is-she-a-lady-or-a-woman. elegantwoman.org/womanhood.html. womanhood/565981. how-tobeawoman.com. ladyhood.ru. thefemininewoman.com. thleadybook.com. truewoman.com. tumblr.com/tagged/woman-hood. Chapter 4. Women's Advice One-Liner Guide. Women's One-Liners 1. Allow yourself the luxury of changing your mind when you learn more, get more wisdom, or simply feel like it. Have an identity but don't force it on anyone else. Do nothing just for status, money, or approval. Do it because you want to from your soul. Be generous with your time and resources if you are in a position of excess. Spend time alone to stay close to you. That means to shut the gadgets off. Get enough sleep. Take every person with a grain of salt because they all lie. How we spend our time is how we spend our lives. Seek out what glorifies your spirit. Don't be an idealist because the world is horrible and ruled by evil empires, so live a good life for yourself. Everybody is selfish with their own agenda. Don't be naive. To be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best to make you everybody else means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight. No one can build the bridge on which you cross the river of life. Be true to your own secret knowledge. Life is what you feel. You don't social media to validate your life. A makeover is an artificial change done with artificial, external things. Granted, some women say they thrive after getting a nose job or breast enhancement, but for the most part, you are who you are in your soul regardless of outer look. The best makeover is to go for a brisk walk almost every day. Simply be wholesome and healthy. Live a relaxed life no matter what. Of course, try to look good, but when it crosses into vanity, you give yourself away as a vain person, like the young woman I saw at a supermarket dressed as though she was a stripper on stage. It's inappropriate. Attract attention through what you do. If you're that weak that you need a makeover to elevate your spirit, you got nothing. I prefer people who do things rather than anyone who dresses up excessively and cakes on the makeup. I think cosmetic surgery is good for a young woman or man who has a big deficit in their look, like big ears, a big nose, small breasts, etc. But after 40 years old, it doesn't matter. I bet that every older person I have ever come across who has gotten a facelift or something like that, I could tell in a second. It looks so unnatural. All those people with facelifts have that same artificial look all the way back to Liberace, Mickey Rourke, George Bush's wife, etc. Liposuction or any other fat-removing surgery doesn't work because you do not change your eating habits, and fat cells can expand infinitely, so even though you now have less fat cells, the remaining ones simply fill up with more fat. Some cosmetic surgery is dangerous. People die on the operating table. Most cosmetic surgeries don't do miracles. Some even make you worse. Find cosmetic surgery horror stories online. Options to get rid of unwanted body hair are shaving, waxing, a service at hair salons, beauty salons, and spas, also home waxing kits. Hair removal creams. Laser hair removal, expensive. There are day spas, overnight spas for the weekend, and spas where you can spend weeks or months if you can afford them. They have cosmetic treatments and massage. Some have health and exercise classes. Never overdress in a sexy, seductive way for work. It never works. Work is for work. Dress conservatively. Don't show cleavage or leg above the knee. People gossip. Other women get jealous of the one who dresses sexy, then gang up on her. Eat healthy foods. Do regular physical activities. There are hundreds of books at number 611-613 at the library. Healthy cookbooks are at number 641. There are thousands of know-it-alls on YouTube. Take care of your health. Health is more important than being skinny. Don't do stupid things when trying to lose weight. Simply eat less and be more active. Anybody can go for a brisk way every day. It's great exercise. Don't stress out over your looks. Walk into any supermarket. Most women don't look that hot. The advantage men have is that base their self-respect on action. It's about what you do, not your looks. There are fitness centers that cater to women only, like the YWCA. You don't need diet pills or special food. Everybody's advice is bullshit. Simply eat less, exercise more, or live like I do. I don't hold food up as pleasure. I eat for function. Colon cleanses detoxify your body. Use birth control. Don't have a baby unless you plan it out first, because it's expensive and time-consuming. You need health care. Don't get an abortion until you consider having the baby and giving it up for adoption. When pregnant, you will need regular prenatal exams. Do you have health insurance? There are financial programs to help, but it's never enough. It's harder to be a single parent than to be with the father, or at least get help from the father. Brainpickings.org. Women's one-liners too. Motherhood sounds romantic. You've been groomed for it all your life, but is it what you really want? Check out my family book. There are local parenting classes in most places. They're a way to befriend other parents. Try the YWCA and the local library bulletin board. Learn about birth control online or through my family book. Family books are at number 649 at the library. There are many complications with babies. Try my family superbook or dmoz-odp.org for baby websites. Don't have a baby in the US unless you have health insurance that covers everything. The system only helps to a limited extent. If you work or go to school, you need childcare. There are work-at-home options. I created a making money book for self-employment ideas. Join TaskRabbit.com. Life is hard. It's about earning money then paying half of it in taxes. This is how they enslave all of us. You cannot escape the need for money to give you the freedom. The sad part is that most people destroy their souls trying to earn money so that at the end, they have no inspired spirit left. Forget about your artistic dreams. Get a good job in the real world. Forget about majoring in anything in college that does not lead to a practical skill that will get you licensed in a profession then a job. Nursing is a massive growth industry with 200+ specialties. Learn to cook. Do the housework without whining. It's a part of life. Nobody wins fights. Try to be relaxed. Women are as angry as men. Deal with it. Passive-aggressive is a woman being angry expressing it in quiet seething ways. Divorce happens to half of all couples. Don't join the feminist movement. Be an individual. Be friendly with relatives and friends. Don't burn bridges. They're no mental health experts. Every human being is a loner living alone in their heads. Deal with whatever problems you have as a strong woman. Don't whine. Use your best judgment. There are no quick fixes. Life goes on and on. You have to live with yourself. Fuck everyone else with their bullshit. To be a good mother doesn't require a lot of time. Spend quality time with your kids. If you do that, quantity of time doesn't matter. Do things together. Talk to your kids in a real way. Don't be stingy. I wrote a pretty extensive love romance book. You can get tons of ideas for relationship quality there. Show affection. Talk. Do things together. The most important thing is to talk regularly about things that matter. For many people, life is the eternal need for money. Don't spend it on frivolous things. The risk in buying a house is that if you miss 3 mortgage payments, you will lose the house and whatever equity you build up in it unless you can sell it and pay off your bill. It's better to live in a cheap place and save your money until you can afford to buy a house and pay for it. Start with a cheap house. I don't understand many very young couples who buy a big house as their first house. They're idiots. The people next door to me with only a baby bought a 4-bedroom and only one of them works. Don't whine to me with your money problems. Why are people so stupid? If you have bad credit, it could affect your ability to get a mortgage. Save money if you don't have to spend it. In the United States, many people end up trashing their life savings when they get sick in order to pay for medical treatment even if they have insurance because it only covers so much. I cover college debt in my college book. I remember living in an apartment next to a young couple. I never knew anything was wrong until the landlord came up, took the lock off the door, then they disappeared. I never even saw them leave. Why are people so irresponsible in paying their own way? I've never been in debt, so I don't know much about it except that I have one debit card and that's it. I walk a lot. I see a lot of yards, open garage doors and the garbage on garbage day. People buy junk they don't need then throw it out several years later. I see several boats, particularly one big one that's parked in the guy's driveway at least 50 weeks out of the year. Does he think he's being macho? What an idiot. I see the RVs too, getting rusty. You don't need this stuff for your 2 weeks of vacation a year. There are suicide crisis lines that I list in my mental health book. The bottom line is always having the ability to pay your way and keep a roof over your head. Don't rely on any man to pay your way. In the 21st century, chances are it will not happen. Money is not rocket science. Don't order food delivery and pay $30 for something that costs $5 to make. I don't have cable TV. I get free TV through several websites like firstontv.net and ustvnow.com. I've seen a lot of debt, bankruptcies, and divorces. Always watch your money. Take care of yourself because if you're stupid, you're not above ending up homeless.